Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Obviously, we're doing another Blue Mondays look today. And for this one, I'm going to tell you what I'm using because I'm really excited about it. It's not new, but you might have it. It is the Nomad Fire and Ice palette. I love this color story. I think it is so cool. Not like in tone, though there is some cool. It's just such a good, fun combination of shades, I guess. And when I was thinking about what I was going to do today, all I could think was, I want the Fire and Ice palette. Somehow or other, I'm going to make that work. So that's the plan. Hopefully you're into that. This is episode 44. So we have come a long way, baby. All thanks to our favoriteest bully here on the YouTubes, Susan. She guides me and helps me, and I appreciate her. I don't know if you read comments in my comment section. I didn't used to read people's comment sections. It felt like an invasion of privacy. I come from a time where you mind your own and you don't butt in. But YouTube wants you to do what you were raised not to. So if you don't go through and read my comment section, you should, because I have the best subscribers. I feel like the people who are here regularly are friends, and we get to know each other, or at least, as much as we can through text on a screen, but it's very cool. And I don't know, everyone is so good. And I think if you're reading goodness, it's going to make you feel good. And what's better than that? Nothing, in case you're wondering and you weren't sure. Nothing. It's just feeling good is the best. So I will stop yammering about it and get into doing this look. And I had shenanigans this weekend, so I'm going to tell you about it. Maybe insert some photos. So cool. All right, let's go. I'm going to do orange and blue. It's one of my favorite color combinations, and I don't think I've done it for a while. If my lighting looks weird, I don't know what to do to fix it. I tried adjusting the temperature, but everything is white outside. It has been snowing since yesterday, late afternoon, early evening. And it's still like sort of spitting, and we're supposed to get more yuck as the day wears on. So yeah, it's probably from that, which is weird. Also, I haven't filmed in ages. Do you see that? That's all, that barely took any effort or time. Okay, so I mentioned yesterday at some point that Jackson's bestest bestie Bub turned 12 on the 1st, and we were planning to do birthday shenanigans. We couldn't do it on his birthday because, Bub's got one of them, their families that really likes him. So they were doing stuff, and we had to just wait until it was our turn. And that happened for me IRL yesterday. For you, only 2 days. Because I am behind on things again. Man, that's so good. So there's a place local that is, I'd never been there. I didn't even know it existed until very, very recently. But it's like an arcade, there's mini golf, there's a escape room. So that's what Bub said he wanted to do. I'm gonna get that other brush, it's a bit more dense. He said that would be fun, so that's what we ended up doing. And we had some lunch, and we played arcade games, and then we did mini golf. Turns out you had to schedule the escape room online ahead of time, and there weren't any available slots that would work for us. So we're going to schedule that in the future and just kind of do a 2.0 or an extended version of Bub's birthday shenanigans. But it was so much fun. And I thought, not unreasonably priced. I mean, the arcade, you're pretty much paying for nothing. But this particular place does a boatload for the community, which is what I knew it to be. I thought it was a restaurant based on what I first learned about it, because they were trying to like, let people know that there were things available if they needed it, just like a family-run establishment who's trying to do good things, which I think is amazing and actually fully supported when they first started. So it turns out same, like family, same thing. So I don't mind that we would, kind of threw away some money on video games, as it were, or like the claw machines that you don't win, because this business does a lot for the community. Anyway, it was just fun. It was fun, and I had a blast watching these guys. I think even Mike had a good time. He did a couple of games with them, not with them, but alongside of them. It was so cool. I'd never been in an arcade before. And I was thinking about it last night. And I know when I first moved here, there were, I want to say a couple video games at the back of a little store. But that was ages ago. And I never, did that. I feel like it was maybe for older kids. I don't know. My memory is shoddy. We know that. But yeah. So I'd never, and Bub was like, "You've never been in an arcade?" No, not ever. So, but video games were very, very new when I was a kid. So it's really not that surprising to most of us that we didn't, do those. So anyway, Bub and Jackson were going to have a sleepover here last night. But as you know, there has been a stomach bug or norovirus or whatever rampant in our school community. Like, I don't know, but it's been pretty hardcore. So apparently Bub's turn was right after dinner last night. So that really, really sucks for him, for Jackson, just a terrible way to end birthday shenanigans. But our experience with this particular stomach yuck is that it's fast and there's no real pain involved, unless you're me. And then there's definitely pain. I should have wet that. But I also should have used the other thingy that I've been using. I don't think that video... Yeah, no, it is. In my Copy Kitty video, I used the Divina Cosmetics specular eye base for shimmers and glitters and whatever. Wow. What a difference. I was so surprised. I know I tried it when I first got it, but like half-heartedly, because I tried NYX glitter glue and that was like the worst thing ever. And I don't know, I just didn't hold out much hope for it, so I barely used it. But then I was listening to Deandra talking about it. She owns and operates Divina Cosmetics. And she was just talking about how great it is and how well it works. So I was like, okay, I need to try this like for real, because she and I have very similar eyes. And I gotta say, I was definitely surprised. I was so surprised. I ended up leaving a little clip of what my eyes looked like at the end of the day. I had already taken off like my lipstick and my hair was a hot mess and the whole shebang, but my eyeshadow still looked so good. I need to remember that I do in fact really like that eye base. I mean, I like the Prelusion one. I use that often when I'm doing my makeup. It's one of the few bases I use. I have like 2 that I go back and forth between now. Sometimes 3, depending on my mood. But that eye base shocked me. I was so surprised. So I'll have to remember to use it. The first time I used it, which was in Sunday's video, I used too much. No idea what I was doing. I just figured I'd squeeze some out and slap it on and hope for the best. Well, I ended up squeezing out a bit too much and slapping on a bit too much. But I was able to pat it out with my finger, which I don't love to do, but it worked. So that was awesome. That's like pretty much it. I might boop over the outer a little bit more. Maybe I'll just use the matte blue instead of I was using the almost black shade. But this matte blue will work because it's just going to turn like a brown mixed with the orange. I just wanted a little bit more depth out here. The last few looks I've done have been like very light and I don't know, I think lovely wearable looks, but I wanted something a bit more dramatic for today's look. And I think that is giving it to me. I'll have to blend a little bit when I can see in the mirror better. So let me go do that, clean up all the fallout and whack all the rest of my face. And I'll come back and show you the finished look and that'll be Blue Monday done and dusted. All right, I'm back and I'm smiling because Shazzy just said I was bloody gorgeous and that doesn't suck at all. Makes me feel pretty good. She's so good to me. So, hey. I don't know if I should leave that in or not, but I'm going to because we were chatting and I just love you and I appreciate you. So this is so rude. I don't know what's happening there. This is the finished look and I totally forgot to put on Niece Rachel's earrings, but let me scoot you in for an up close at the eyes. I love this palette. I love a blue and orange eye look. I don't know why. I think it's from being little and our neighbors, when we lived in Florida, their son worked with the Florida Gators football team. So I think it started there. He was always very nice to us. So anyway, not that you need to know that, but I think that's where it comes from. But I like the look. I mean, it's Nomad. And this is just such a good palette. I love it. And I'm glad I got to use it again. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think about blue and orange together. Does it work for you or no? All right, I'm going to go. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.